Hi there, this is Teresa. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to do some April predictions. Could be love, could be money, could be career, could be anything that wants to come out. Keep in mind, this is going to be general collective. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. If you could please like, comment, share, and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Hopefully you are having a great day. We're going to start with Aries first. So feel free to check out your sun, moon, and rising placement. What is the predictions for Aries in the month of April? Okay, so if you have been struggling quite a bit with your money and your finances, if you're starting the month of April off feeling broke, feeling like things are not working out for you, you are going to go through a tower moment where your money is going to completely turn around. You're going to go through some type of significant change where money is going to naturally flow towards you. Yeah, there's something that you have needing to change in your life. Maybe it's your job. Maybe it's the way you're building something. Either way, I do see that you're ending the month of April in more of a energy of not poverty mindset, but where you actually have a surplus of money. So you are starting to balance out if you've been going through a rough times, barely getting by, hardly able to pay your bills. Looks like Aries, that is changing for you because you're starting something very brand new, something that your inner child is really excited about, something you're really passionate and curious about. You're about to have a brand new beginning financially, and it's something that you don't even see coming. Sometime around the 9th or 10th of April is you're gonna have this aha, this epiphany that you need to change jobs, you need to go back to school, you need to learn a new skill set, or there's something that you've always wanted to do that you haven't done, and you're gonna finally feel the fire under your skin to say, you know what, now's the time. I don't wanna waste any more time. And whatever this is, you're going to nurture it and take it into your hands and hold it and really realize that it's going to impact you financially. So maybe you wanted to be on social media and you've just been too scared or too intimidated to upload. You're going to decide to start uploading. You're going to realize you're going to get really good feedback. It is going to intensify your money. Maybe you have a skill set you've never used. You decide to put that skill set to use. It's going to enhance your money in your bank account. So whatever has been happening where you've had a lack mindset, you're removing some type of blockage in the month of April, and it's going to impact your bank account significantly by the end of the month. So you could be seeing 10-10 also, letting you know that some type of lack mindset or lack of resources financially is coming to an end because you're having a brand new creative beginning that's going to intensify your money. Taurus. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, what's happening for Taurus is in the month of April. What's the predictions for Taurus in April? You could be doing some travels. You could be deciding that, you know what, you maybe get your tax returns, you get a bonus, and somebody around you had not been the greatest to you. Maybe you get communication that your boss was talking about you behind your back. You decide, you know what, I'm gonna take a vacation, I'm gonna clear my thoughts, my mind. So it looks like you're deciding that you don't want to be deceptive back towards this person, and you decide to take a break. So it looks like you decide to go on vacation. After realizing or recognizing somebody was talking about you behind your back, you may find out also that maybe you didn't get as much of a bonus or much of a raise as your coworkers did, and you may have an issue with that, and you decide, you know what, I don't want to be deceptive. I'm just going to go ahead and take a break from work, and I'm going to take some time off, and I'm going to recharge my batteries. So what you don't see is you're getting communication from someone or some place that you didn't get as much money as other people around you in the workplace, and that's making you retreat. It's making you realize that, you know what, I need to take some time away, and I need to reevaluate. Yeah, it looks like you're making the choice and decision that because of this conflict, you're taking a step back. And when you take that step back, you're finally realizing that, you know what, as complex as this decision is, that maybe I'm just not yoked or suited for this job any longer. So it looks like you're having this moment of recognition once you take this vacation time off. Maybe it's even a staycation where you stay in town, but you just take some break from work. You're realizing that, you know what, I think I'm gonna make a decision to go in a different direction, that maybe I wanna do something else. So it looks like you're realizing that there's some type of dream or opportunity you've always wanted to do, and it looks like you're taking a leap of faith and going all in. So you're switching up your thought of what you thought was going to be your job forever, you're kind of realizing that you're on this journey of self-discovery, that there's something better out there for you. Maybe you decide to become your own boss. So there's definitely a career moment change. Gemini, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Gemini, what's the April predictions for those with Gemini placement? Something's going to become official between you and a particular person. If you've been dating somebody, yeah, we've got the heart. Someone who you secretly have been wanting this person to make a decision. You have been thinking a lot about the two of you maybe becoming exclusive. You could be seeing a lot of twos during this time period. It looks like this person is done being at a crossroads. They're going to tell you that you have their whole heart and nobody else does, and they do want to make things exclusive. So it looks like you're partnering up with somebody. Could be an earth sign or a fire sign, and you're realizing that this person is somebody that you can make long-term plans with. That this is the official commitment, is the beginning of something that's everlasting. Something that both of you have been thinking about it. Intuitively, you both know you probably feel this way about each other, but you haven't verbally expressed it. Looks like there is a lot of abundance that's coming in. So if you're single, you're about to not be single come the month of April. You're about to get partnered up with somebody that is in alignment with you. Could be a fire sign, could be also an earth sign. All right, Cancer, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, those with Cancer placements, what's happening? What's the predictions for the month of April? Cancer. Wow. Okay, Cancers. You got a lot going on in April. So you have 3 significant changes in your life. You're going to be really happy. Something has been nagging you about a partnership, and you have a lot of anxiety in the month of April, but you're going to find out, Cancer, that there's significant changes. You may find out you're pregnant, you're expecting a child, or you're expecting a brand new partnership with somebody in masculine energy. You may get engaged or you may get married in the month of April spontaneously. There is going to be a physical change of where you live. You may move and relocate. So you may find out you're pregnant, you decide to marry somebody right away and change your physical location, but it brings a lot of happiness. This is, people around you may start messaging you, feeling a little bit concerned. You got a lot of changes happening for you. They may wonder why everything is changing so drastically. You are going to speak your truth, that you know that this is a connection that is meant to be, that everything is happening the way it's supposed to. This even could be somebody that you reconciled with, and then you find out you guys are having a baby, they decide to propose, and you go all in. Everything is happening. Your direction of where you're at right now versus April is a 180 difference. This is what you're creating. You're asserting yourself, and you have a lot of happiness. There's a lot of glow. You're healing something on your inner child level, and it's making you super happy. And you're gonna have people around you questioning, wondering why. Why is there such drastic changes in your life? Are you sure these are the changes that you want? And are you considering all your options? Are you sure that you really want to do this? They're going to try to open your eyes to other possibilities, but you're going to already confidently know that this is what you want. Okay. I'm hearing the 14th is going to be significant. Leo, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website's TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Leo, what's the predictions for those with Leo in their chart in the month of April? Leo. Looks like you're putting in a lot of work in the month of April. You're going to get recognized for the work you're putting in. Yeah, you got the star energy. You are going to get a lot of communication about the work you're putting in. You could be, if you were online, you could be recognized for the work that you do. If you work for a company or business, you could be getting some type of reward or recognition in the month of April. You, wow, the Empress and the 10 of Cups, you're going to be really happy. You're going to be really feeling emotional contentment with your job, your career, and you're going to be recognized for it. You're going to get a lot of communication. Some of you may find out also that you are pregnant. Cancer had that in their placement, so you may have Cancer in your placement. You might be on the Cancer Leo cusp where you're like an early Leo. It looks like there's a lot of abundance around your work, whatever it is that you do for work. And people around you are going to try to compete with you. They're going to see that your energy is very, very vivacious, very happy, very glowing, because you're in this 10 of Cups energy and the Empress energy. So it looks like people around you are going to be a little bit jealous that you are living your best life in the month of April, because you're getting recognized for a lot of the hard work. It looks like it's really stable and solid for your career too. Whatever you do for your occupation, you definitely deserve the recognition. Virgo, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Virgo, what is the April predictions for Virgo? Okay, so it looks like you're getting communication from your family and your friends, somebody that you are either married to or somebody that you're about to marry. They want to know more about what's going on. Oh, you got the ring and you've got the stork. And you've got the house. You've got a lot of changes. So maybe you were married, maybe you're divorced, and you have entered into a new relationship. You're getting a lot of communication from your family, curious to know what's going on with you. It looks like you have a lot of changes. So you could be getting married, you could be getting engaged, you could be finding out you're having a baby, and there is going to be a lot of curiosity with people around you about what you're doing, what's going on with you, how have you been. This feels like people that maybe are from the past you haven't had any contact with for a while, they're going to be more curious. They want to know what's going on with you. You do have the marriage card also. So you could have somebody in your life that is very dependable, very successful, and has been very patient, and maybe the two of you do decide to get married, or maybe you do decide to get engaged with the ring card. There's some type of commitment that's coming through. There's definitely a new beginning. So you could be having a shift or change when it comes to your relationship status. Something, your stability and security is also amping up, and people are going to be curious about what you're doing. People are going to want to know what you've been doing. You're going to get a lot of communication from people around you that know you, that want more information about what's going on in your life. Okay. Libra. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, those with Libra placements, what is the predictions for April for Libra? You may get communication with somebody that is not doing the best health-wise, and you might feel very concerned about the situation. You may be at a crossroads on whether or not this tower moment that you find out somebody around you isn't doing well. If you should travel to go see them, you might be at a crossroads a little bit. It's going to be something really hard for you because maybe you officially have not been able to talk to this person or communicate with this person in quite some time. And then you're going to be at a crossroads trying to figure out, should you go towards them and see them, or should you not? It looks like maybe you've recently moved and you've had a lot of expenses. That might be something that has kind of held you back from maybe going to see family or going to see this particular person. This tower moment, this message is concerning because this person may not be doing the best and they may not have a lot of time, and you might feel like you're at a crossroads trying to figure out if you can really be able to go towards this person. It may cause a conflict, especially if this is a family member. Maybe you just purchased a home or you just moved and you've spent a lot of money. You don't have a lot of money to travel, but you could have family or friends that are really bothering you to go visit this person. So if it's a parent or a sibling that's ill, they're really encouraging you to connect with this person in person, and you may feel conflicted because you may not have the resources to do that. What's the advice? You know, even though there's going to be a lot of concern with this person, you may want to, at least at minimum, if you can, feel like it's important for people to understand that you have your life and your life is in a different perspective than the way they view your life should be when it comes to them expecting you to go towards this person in person. Maybe you have a video call with this person at bare minimum if you can't financially go to be there with them. There's definitely other people telling you what you should be doing with this message of concern. Scorpio, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website's TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Scorpio, what's the predictions for you in the month of April? Those with Scorpio placements, what's going on for them? Scorpio. Okay, so something that you've been doing, you've been pouring into on a financial basis, business or career-wise, you're going to find that you have been at a loss. It's not working. Something that you thought was going to be stable, something you've been very committed to, you're realizing it's not giving you what you need in return. It could be a job, it could be an investment with a partnership, it could be somebody you have a child with that you've been expecting a higher level of commitment. It's just not bearing fruit. And you're going to find out that this person, whether it's your boss or whether it's a person that you're dating, has been lying to you the whole time. They've been giving to someone else. They've been, maybe your boss has been telling you you're going to get a promotion. You're going to find out the promotion's being given to someone else. If it's a relationship, this person has been talking to other people behind your back. And you're realizing that you no longer have to feel trapped in the situation, that you can actually change the circumstances. It looks like you're becoming more stable and confident once you find out this information, that something needs to come to an end. You're realizing that, you know what, the best decision possible for you is for you to move away from it because you don't trust your boss no longer, or you don't trust this particular person that you have been having sleepless nights that you don't trust. So it looks like you're having a major shift. Either it's a relationship or it is your career, realizing that you've been lied to about some type of new beginning that was going to happen that is not going to happen. All right, Sagittarius. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Sagittarius, what are the April predictions for you? Those with Sagittarius. If you have been trying to buy a home, trying to move into a new place, trying to get a new lease, and you have not been able to find something, it looks like something is going to turn in your favor. The things are going to align in the way you need to. So you may find out you're getting more back on your tax return, you're getting some type of bonus, you're getting some type of raise, and that is going to take you out of a certain maybe income bracket or tax bracket and bump you up to where you qualify for different places to live or a different home, different places you can lease, and it's going to work out in your favor. You need to accept help from somebody. Somebody is maybe helping you to find this new property, this new location, and it's something, it's kind of one of those hidden gems. It maybe wasn't something that was on the market. Maybe it's a lease that's coming to an end of somebody you know that's moving and relocating, and you could actually talk to the landlord and get in very quickly. So it looks like your residence is changing in the month of April, and it's actually working out in your favor. You're able to afford something more than what you thought. All right, Capricorn. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Capricorn, what is the April predictions for you? What's going on for those with Capricorn placement? Looks like you're getting into a relationship, somebody that is younger than you, somebody that is very innocent. This person is tapping into your inner child. You maybe have had a lot of bad relationships back to back to back, that it's constant fighting, constant arguments. This person comes over into your life as a very communicative person, somebody that you're realizing, you know what, I don't need to be in relationships that don't give to me. If they don't give to me, I don't want to be a part of that. This person, the Lovers and the Queen of Cups, this person is very careful with being very empathetic. They're going to make the choice and decision that they are investing in you and the situation between the two of you and the strength. They could have Leo in their chart. They could also have Gemini in their chart, but you're going to have a brand new beginning. This person may live at a distance from you. You may meet them while you're traveling. You may meet them online. Either way, it looks like you're getting, you and this person are getting yourselves into a brand new relationship, and it could be soulmate energy also. All right, Aquarius, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Aquarius, what's happening? April predictions for Aquarius. You're going to be blindsided by something. Someone you thought was going to bring or bear fruit in a very prosperous connection. You're going to feel something's nagging you about it. Something's coming to a light. Yeah. You're going to feel what you once thought was stable and secure is no longer stable and secure. You're looking at things from a different perspective. It looks like you're going to receive communication from somebody, something unexpected with the towers coming out about this person that you thought was going to be very prosperous. You're finding out that that nagging feeling you've had all along is correct, that this person is maybe taking an opportunity towards someone else, which you unexpectedly don't want, but you're forced to accept. And you're realizing this person is not nurturing the connection that they need to. So it looks like unexpectedly you're getting communication about something with this person you've been investing to, and you're realizing, you know what, there's not going to be victory and success because they're not being authentic, and you're not a charity case. You're not willing to give them any slack. So it looks like with the tower, you are cutting this person off. So if you're in a relationship, it looks like you're ending the relationship, or if you're just talking to someone, you are deciding to part ways with this person unexpectedly when you find this out. Pisces. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Pisces, April predictions for Pisces. What's going on for Pisces in April? I'm hearing shoulda, coulda, woulda, but didn't. So something unexpected. Somebody wishes that they would have came towards you. They would have given you an opportunity of commitment, and they're going to feel like it's over now because they're learning that you're very much abundant and you're very much in a very glowing energy, that you have other people that are interested in you, and they're having regrets is what it looks like here. Yeah, the truth is, in all fairness, this person didn't make a decision. They kind of were in just this self-discovery mode of not really sure what they wanted. It's one of those things, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but didn't. They did not activate the opportunity they had in front of them, and now they realize they're missing out on the opportunity. So for you, you're like, you know what? I'm done. This is the end of a situation between the two of us. It's not working, and I'm going in a different way. You do have abundance, and you may realize that you sacrificed a lot of time and efforts into this prior person. It didn't bear fruit, but it looks like you're discovering this new person is somebody who's more in alignment with you. So it looks like you're ending a situation, or someone's ending it with you because they're realizing that you're giving to someone else.